Good morning. It's been a while since we've done a yokai, so let's do it. Today's yokai will be Tanuki. Now, Tanuki is a pretty recognizable yokai for reasons. Tanuki is a shapeshifter, and unlike a lot of other shapeshifters, he does some little extra things. Tanuki can change into a human, a man, a woman, a child, a Buddhist monk, which is a favorite among them. What's a little extra unique about them is that they shapeshift into items as well. Wagons, a tea kettle, the moon, an entire shop. There's a whole lot that these little guys can do. In the beginning, they were said to have been bad omens because you would hear them drumming their bellies in the middle of the night, making these scary sounds, and they were thought to be like poltergeists or spirits, and it scared people. And when you're scared, you just assume it's bad. But then there came to be more stories, and they seem to be a little bit more lighthearted. A lot of tales of Tanuki turning into people, buying goods and wares, mostly sake, and as soon as they walk away, the money that has been used to purchase said goods turns into leaves. They're pranksters, they're tricksters, and they love to party. Big on just getting drunk and gambling and hanging out and just having a raucous good time. There are stories that if you give them food or rescue them in some way, or just generally be kind to them, they can be really helpful. They're helpful little guys. They're not so bad. But those are few and far between. Mostly, they just like fucking with you. Now, one of the things that they're most famous for is their gigantic, malleable, magical nut sacks, testicles, ball sacks, you know, the berries. So a lot of people, when they think of Tanuki, they think of these big, pendulous, massive balls. Because in, like, I think it was the Edo period, there were a lot of images, paintings, art being made of Tanuki using their large balls to be boats to sail away from danger, to be coverings to protect them from rain, to become shop fronts that they themselves turn into humans to sort of man and take your money. In the stories, the balls are rarely, if ever, mentioned. It's not really a thing. But in the art of the Edo period, that kind of became sort of the defining trait of them. And there's a reason for that. Now, the Tanuki is a real animal in Japan. It is a canine that looks somewhere between a fox and a badger. It's an odd-looking guy. He's cute, but he's odd-looking. And I think that's also where a lot of the shapeshifter stories come from. You look at this and you're like, what am I looking at? What exactly are you? Please tell me. I don't believe you. But something happened in the Edo period where they discovered that the scrotum of the real-life Tanuki is very useful in creating gold leaf. Apparently, he's very stretchy and can stretch for a very long, long while. So it was perfect for pressing gold leaf to be as thin as possible because you could just keep stretching and stretching. Now, I don't know the whole process of making gold leaf, but apparently you need some very long, stretchy material. Tanuki scrotum skin, perfect. And because they used the skin to make gold leaf, and it became sort of ingrained in the culture as something to associate with gold, they started making wallets out of Tanuki scrotum skin. Just things that sort of held your money, protected your money. Tanukis are now associated with money and abundance and good fortune because we used their ball skin to make gold. They didn't choose this life. We did this. Nevertheless, they are still very popular as symbols and icons for prosperity and good fortune and just a jolly good time. So there we have it, our yokai of the day, Tanuki. I love your face and I hope you have a beautiful day. Bye.